Hey everyone, welcome to our full video review for the Aorus X9. To start things off, let's go over the specs of the machine. So the CPU inside is the Intel i7-7820HK Kaby Lake processor. The GPU inside is actually two NVIDIA 1070s in SLI with a total of 16 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. Memory included is 32 gigabytes of DDR4. Storage included is a 512 gigabyte M.2 NVMe SSD and a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard disk drive. For connectivity, there's killer double-shot ProLAN wireless AC 1535 and Bluetooth 4.1 plus LE. Powering the device is a Li polymer 94.24 watt-hour battery with a 330 watt AC adapter. There's a built-in webcam above the 17.3-inch display with the 120 Hz monitor. It is IPS and it is at the resolution of 2560 by 1440. On the left-hand side of the machine is an Ethernet port, one 3.5mm headphone out jack, along with one 3.5mm microphone in port, and an SD card reader as well. On the right-hand side are two USB 3.0 ports, one Thunderbolt 3.1 port, and one USB 3.1 Type-C port. There's also a mini DisplayPort 1.3 and an HDMI 2.0 port as well. And on the back of the machine is the DC in. The first thing that stands out about the X9 is its mechanical keyboard that they tout as being the slimmest form in a laptop for actually having true mechanical switches. The X9 offers a specially designed brown mechanical switch that is designed for performance and durability. It also features full RGB backlighting and a variety of lighting effects to choose from as well. It took me a second to get used to the feel of a slim mechanical keyboard inside of this device, but overall, as I got used to it, I liked it a lot. It's very solidly mounted and it has very nice feedback while both just typing and using it normally, along with gaming too. The trackpad sports the orange Aorus Eagle in the center. It's pretty responsive at full speed, but when you slow down, it does get a little bit jumpy. Above the keyboard is the 17.3-inch 120Hz 2K IPS screen. The X9 display has been professionally calibrated by X-Rite from Pantone, and you can tell. The screen is bright and the colors are very nice. It makes for a very good 120Hz gaming experience. You can also purchase the X9 with a 4K screen if you prefer that. The X9 build quality is exceptional. The full metal body feels really solid, and despite two 1070s in SLI, it weighs around 8 pounds, and if you bring around the power cables with you, it's going to weigh at 9 pounds on the go. It's also relatively thin too for everything that's packed into its frame. This laptop has some definite bold styling as well. You can see that they took their time at Aorus to get things exactly how they wanted. The attention to detail and placement of the RGB lights looks almost like an Italian sports car. This is definitely Aorus's flagship model. Included in the box is one user manual and warranty, the 330 watt power adapter, and one Aorus flash drive with the software and drivers preloaded. Taking a look across the top of the laptop, you can see where the fans are expelling the heat out from the back. And while running two 1070s, it manages to stay pretty cool. Noise levels, when you stand away from the laptop, the noise reaches around 44 decibels, and up close, it gets up to around 54. The fans will occasionally spike higher than 54 decibels, but only for a couple of seconds before getting cooler. Moving on to our benchmarks, we started things off with Firestrike, which scored 20,720, which makes it better than 98% of all machines that have ran this test. Moving on to Cinebench, we ran OpenGL first and scored 104 FPS. Then we moved things on to its CB score on the CPU, which scored 770. We ran Crystal Disk to check the read and write speeds of the NVMe drive inside the machine. The SSD read at 1,987 megabytes and wrote at 1,332. Moving on to our real-world game tests, we did all of our tests in 2560 by 1440 since that is its native resolution of the display. We started things off with PUBG on medium, high, and on ultra with FPS readings of 99, 97, and 77. The temperatures of the GPU were at 75 degrees and the CPU was at 83 degrees. Our second test was with Tomb Raider on medium, high, and on very high. We had ratings of 100, 98, and 86 FPS. The GPU's temperature was at 79 degrees and the CPU's was at 82. Next, we ran Dirt Rally on medium, high, and on ultra. We had FPS ratings of 174, 118, and 111. The GPU's temperature was at 79 and the CPU's was at 82. And our final test was with Hitman on medium, high, and on ultra with FPS readings of 68, 64, and 63. The GPU's temperature was at 68 and the CPU's was at 85. If you're looking to put a personal touch on your machine, be sure to check out our extensive customization options before checkout, including upgrades available to RAM, storage, cooling, overclocking, custom paint, hydro and graphic wraps, laser etching, and much, much more. If you would like to take a closer look at any of the specific BIOS menus, make sure that you pause the video on the one that you would like to view closer. If not, be sure to check out the product link in the description or leave us any comments down below if you have questions for us here at Exotic PC. I've been Andrew saying thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for future product overviews and reviews.